final debates of the candidates for the President of the European Commission, organized by the European Broadcasting Union, sparked significant interest, though not primarily for their policy discussions. Instead, much of the attention was on the prospects of far-right parties. Despite their absence from the debates, neither the European Conservatives and Reformists nor Identity and Democracy Group were invited, a decision Anders Vistisen criticized as political censorship, arguing that it excluded representation for up to a quarter of the European electorate. Despite this controversy, the debates proceeded, with the leading candidates spending considerable time discussing cooperation with the European Conservatives and Reformists faction while criticizing the far right. This focus is not coincidental, as the current president of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen of the European People's Party, has been signaling a potential coalition with the European Conservatives and Reformists. Von der Leyen cites Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni's pro-European and anti-Putin stance as justification for considering such an alliance. During the debates, she emphasized that cooperation is only feasible with parties that are pro-European, pro-Ukrainian, and supportive of the rule of law. Nicholas Schmidt, regarded as the formal leader of the Social Democrats, equated the European Conservatives and Reformists with Identity and Democracy, asserting that both factions have nothing to do with democracy. Observers noted that the candidates focused less on their own visions for Europe's future and more on the far right's perspectives. Only Walter Bayer, the main candidate from the far left, addressed the reasons behind the far right's growing popularity. He critiqued not the policy positions of European Conservatives and Reformists and Identity and Democracy, but the broader political approach to social issues, highlighting a failure to ensure employment and create conditions for a decent life. According to Bayer, this neglect has allowed the far right to gain traction. However, von der Leyen's inclination towards the far right does not sit well with all her supporters. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, for instance, asserted that it is untenable for the next president of the European Commission to seek support from far-right parties. Scholz emphasized the importance of relying on traditional parties for the future of Europe. Amid these debates, Identity and Democracy expelled all representatives of the Alternative for Germany (AfD) party from its ranks. This decision followed a controversial statement by AfD's main candidate for the European Parliament elections, Maximilian Krah, who questioned the automatic criminalization of individuals wearing SS uniforms. Experts suggest that Identity and Democracy Group's move could be a strategic attempt to appeal to centre-right voters by distancing itself from a highly controversial party. Alternatively, it may be the first step towards a coalition involving Marine Le Pen's National Rally and Meloni's Brothers of Italy, with some observers speculating that Viktor Orban's Fidesz party might also join. However, the extent of Meloni's willingness to closely collaborate with Fidesz, given Orban's often pro-Russian stance, remains uncertain. As the June 6th European Parliament elections approach, the far right appears to be subtly shifting its Eurosceptic rhetoric, not out of ideological change, but for tactical reasons. Meanwhile, speculation abounds about appointments to positions that will open up post-election. Notably, there is talk of the newly created Commissioner for Defence role potentially being filled by Polish Foreign Minister Radosław Sikorski. Additionally, some analysts suggest that Estonian Prime Minister Kaja Kallas could replace Josep Borrell. With June 2024 approaching, excitement is mounting across European societies, and the composition of the next European Parliament is a subject of unprecedented scrutiny. The developments in the first 10 days of June will be crucial in shaping the future political landscape of Europe.